Hey folks, Alcris here. We're trying something a little bit different this time. We're playing in a succession game with some friends from Discord. Succession game means each player plays one lifetime of ruler and then hands off to the next player. I'm the third player in this game, and I haven't seen this game yet, and am going to be playing as Uria Teshub the New, a 50-year-old cultivator, gracious, humble, cruel builder with 4 wisdom, 2 charisma, and 5 discipline. My previous colleagues were Csant, who played as the first ruler, and Boldus, who played as the second ruler. So you can see here the history. We had Queen Urahapa the New, King Amumna the Invincible, and now it's us. So I will be attempting to roleplay. There are some roleplay settings here. We have realistic mortality, and roleplaying is also enabled, which means we won't see the outcomes of the events. We are going to be relying on memory as well as on just sort of the feels. So as we survey this empire, looks like we have met Egypt, Rome, Greece, Syria. We are on a inland sea medium map. We see some Greeks on our borders. We can take a look at our nation opinion over here. You see, we're mostly okay with a little bit of friction from the Greeks. Don't think we have ruthless AI on. We do not. Right. Be interesting here. We have many cities here. We're number 1 in cities with 14 cities, more than any other nation. Wonder-wise, we have occupied 3 wonders, Jirwan Aqueduct, Yasalakaya, and Jebel Barkal. You can take a look at our religion. We have taken legalism and dualism. We're at 113 science, and we have some luxuries as well, and we founded actually Judaism and Christianity. So potentially we could do some double link action. Family opinion is a little bit messed up here. The landowners are not very much fans of us ourselves. We've done pretty good balanced city development here. It looks like we've got some natural expansion over here with the Gauls, some city sites that are open. So probably that's going to be an initial goal here. And we have some Greeks in the south. And we're getting hydraulics. We can take a look at our tech tree. We also should see how many laws we have. We have 7 laws. Do we have any strong cities? I see, I guess, 3 strong cities. Where are they? Well, I guess all in our core here. So we got 1, 2, and we're building a citadel here. So we must have just gotten to some strong laws here. And we have good income all across the board. So our first thing is we are going to rename our character from Uritabib to Alcaris, because why not? This is King Alcaris the New, with a cruel cultivator, gracious, humble builder. And let's see, I think we will probably not do silly things with inheritance. So we will rename this ruler as the next person in the sequence, because that to me is entertaining. And just checking the build order here for this is Jams. So this is Prince Jams. And then we can go through and rename other people according to some additional fields. So we can name this Csant in honor of that. And yeah, for now we can do that. And I notice I don't have a wife. So that is also an important thing. And let's see here. We do we have any, we don't have any, so we have some pearls and gems. So we can potentially send some gems over here, but we should probably look at events first. So we're just going to be role-playing these turns as King Alcaris the New with our heir Jams. We'll definitely want to keep an eye on. Who's over here? It looks like we're clearing some Numidians as well. So I might be settling. Do we have any settlers being built? I don't see any settlers. Oh, I do see 1 settler here, another settler here. So 3 settlers already in production. So that's great. Because we want to clear here, here, and I think we want to set ourselves the goal of clearing this Gaulish site as well. Perhaps get some more boats out. Just going to ease into this and sort of think through. It's a little bit always jarring diving into a late game situation like this, but nonetheless. So King Amuna the Invincible, who I can rename. I can rename this to King Boldus the Invincible. And then if I actually go through to the ruler, we can rename this in honor of Csant, Buddha Peta, Csanda. And then maybe we'll also rename this Buddha Peta Csanda just for fun. And then over here, this Duchess, maybe we'll rename her Alcara, also in honor of ourselves, because why not? We're the king. It's good to rename your family as you see fit. All right, so, end of an era. King Baldus the Invincible has died. We meet his passing with hushed hearts and heavy voices. Prepare the way for King Alquist the New, heir to the throne of Hatti. Again, a builder, cultivator, gracious, humble, cruel, 50 years old, ready to level up here. All right, we gain some XP. We immediately have a choice. We are cultivator, gracious, and humble. I think the path of wisdom is the one that most appeals to us as a gracious and humble ruler. Although, actually, perhaps humble is wisdom, gracious. Perhaps we should actually, well, we can't pick civics, so yeah, I like the idea of gracious. We are currently not employed anywhere. We should probably be a governor somewhere. Oh yeah, we are actually the governor over here. Governor in our capital, which is also a rider's seat, and looks like we are getting a citadel on a hill, which makes me cry a little bit, since there's, I guess there's not I guess we could implode some of these incense, but yeah, we do not have land consolidation, so, and tech-wise we're getting hydraulics, really can't complain with hydraulics as a choice. Always good to get that eco up and running, so we're inheriting a pretty healthy and stable empire. Some ambitions, 2 foreign cities, and 4,000 food. So looks like we're being urged into some war, which will be tough. All right, taking the crown at last. The time has come for your coronation. The time for your coronation has come. Our advisors encourage you to keep the ceremony traditional, but you have mentioned several unconventional ideas. Which would you like to include? We are not traditional. Traditional is judge, strict, frugal, intolerant, and robust. So we don't have any... we're judge, or no? Why are we not traditional? Traditional is, oh no, traditional is judge, strict, frugal, intolerant, robust, and since we're not any of those, we are traditional, not traditional. We could host an enormous festival, initiate ourselves into a mystery cult, or conduct the traditional ceremony. Well, as someone who's not traditional, it doesn't make sense, I think, to conduct the traditional ceremony. And again, we are playing with role-playing mode on here, so that means we don't see the outcome of these events. Alquist the New, seeking the path of wisdom. Perhaps we will initiate ourselves into a mystery cult. Unfortunately, that makes us superstitious, which is not great, but we did get an inquiry over there. All right. Superstitious is actually really, really bad. We are playing with no undo as well, so that is -2 wisdom, so very sad there. Peak paranoia. Yeah, let's not go next to this mountain. Local tribes once counted the mountain the slumbering beast, a creature of might and terror. Now all of Medallion whispers the ancient tales as terrifying rumbles can be heard from beneath the once peaceful slopes. All right, a volcanic eruption has begun, and we have gotten wary of the mountain, which has a nice bonus of plus 25% rural specialist build time in this city here. So potentially once we get land consolidation up, which we probably should be targeting at some point. Yep, definitely want to get land consolidation. And potentially we could go we don't have architecture either. Potentially we can get scholarship and just really go science to the moon, and we'll definitely want doctrine at some point as well. So I think fixing religion here, I'm probably going to ignore these ambitions. Maybe not, we'll see. Let's see. All right. The city gates, making the most of a rare occasion to spend time with your son Sisand. You take a stroll on Hattusa's sacred road. As you go through the gates of the cities, you explain how each gate illustrates one of the great virtues of the Hittites. Which gate do you choose to conclude the lesson? We could, to our son, timid Sisand, the Lion's Gate, stretching courage, that seems to make sense. He's timid, we need to put a spine into this boy. The Sphinx Gate, emphasizing vigilance and the long sight of our people. Or the King's Gate, drawing attention to the resilience of our leader. All right, well, I don't like this timid dude, so maybe make him not timid. Great! He's no longer timid, he becomes bold and becomes brave. Sisand, yes, you are much, much better now. You've overcome the timidity of your youth. Excellent. Perhaps we should find a tutor for you as a means of celebration. Let's see here. Mutatawa, probably the best option here. Nice little wisdom option. So let's make sure we tutor our son. And we can set ourselves a reminder to tutor, because it's very easy to forget to do that. And unfortunately, yeah. So, all right. And 6 years. So, our son, second in line, and so is Jams. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Let them wed. The Kusaran family has brought you an offer of marriage, suggesting that Prince Jams the Gracious should marry Tawana Anna the Younger, a good Jewish woman. The presumptive nobles and Judaism is our state religion, so that's good to know. Presumptive nobles have already received the blessings of the Kohanim. Wheel of Many Bills ring. Yes, I think that makes sense, and also 5 orders and some aspects with the writers as well. All right, so first things first, I think we definitely want to influence the head of Judaism, and we'll want to convert in 2 years to fix this family opinion issue here. And we should also probably send some family gifts. We have a huge stockpile of food that we can sell, so let's go ahead and send some family gifts from the Chancellor. We really have to fix this opinion here. Probably bring all these families over to Judaism. Let's see, we do also have some luxuries. We can send some gems over here, since that's one of the special friendly ones. And then the remaining ones that we've got are pearls, literature, tea, and jade, which are not special anywhere else. Let's take a look at where we can build our unique unit. That will be good to get. We do have our 3 strong cities here, so presumably we can build heavy chariots here, which is good. Let's actually take a look at where our heavy chariots are right now. We only have 2, one here and one here. So I think first order of business is going to pull this one all the way over here because we're going to want to upgrade it shortly. So yeah, maybe we go here and then heal up. Good, we're on exploration as well, so we can use those neutral rivers. We have a lot of X's, but yeah, we'll definitely want to get some heavy chariots. And I really see some apprentice officers. Yeah, I don't know about building another heavy chariot here. I think I would rather get an apprentice officer out. Oh, we actually already do have doctrine up. Oh, yeah, we have orthodoxy. Even we don't have doctrine, we must have gotten a friendly event for that. Yeah, I feel like our wood income is actually terrifyingly slow right now. We do have forestry, so that seems like something we're going to want to fix here. We do have some military combat over here against our friends the Midians. Can we take this out? 5, 5, 5. We don't have a ranged unit. Do we have a ranged unit anywhere? Hello, ranged unit. Seeking ranged unit. We don't have a single ranged unit in this empire. What on earth? We don't have a single ranged unit in this empire. Have we at least gotten compo? We have. So that's pretty unacceptable. Let's take a look at where our training is being used right now. This is our 2nd training city. So an apprentice priest. Okay, priests do give training. Right? Apprentice priest. Well, eventually, once they're master priests, they do give training. So yeah, I think we'll probably want to. Oh my God, the cost of wood is insane at the moment. All right, well. Fortunately, we are the Hittites, which means we can chop with everything we've got. These guys are friendly, the Gauls. What's the story with the Gauls here? No, the Gauls are very much not friendly, so we are at war with the Gauls. All right, cool. Okay. So just trying to remember what we want to do, or figure out what we want to do here. Yeah, so I think we can probably clear these guys out. There we go. Fierce is always good. Can clear that. We don't have undo, so we probably should have chopped before we did that, but that's fine. Over here, we can potentially also deal with some of these. Heal that up. Okay. Yeah, we don't have a ranged unit, so that's going to be really awkward. Can we make ourselves more space? I think we can, because we can route chain our way through. So if we do this, then we can clear here, and now we have cleared another slot. And I think we can potentially, yes, and this guy actually does a lot more damage. And we can actually flip these 2 over, so we get the Saddleborn bonus. Actually, you don't get, yeah, flanking attack. You do get the flanking attack here. Plus 25% flanking attack, because these guys are Saddleborn, somewhere around here. Hello, Saddleborn? Where are you, Saddleborn? Saddleborn, plus 25% against flanking, so that helps us get a little bit more damage here, which will let us clear this camp before a unit respawns. So I'd love to see that. All right, exotic influence. In an act of supplication, the surviving Numidian nobles offer you a wealth of jewelry, fineries, and icons representing their culture. As conqueror, you are expected to wear this traditional raiment. Our generals grumble behind your back, but there is wisdom in appealing to the newly vanquished. We could refuse tribal customs. We could just say, give me the money. We're kind of short on the nation coffin, so I think give me the money. Insult the minions. We don't care. 1,300 gold. That's pretty great. So here, yeah, probably should have attacked with this so I could have another slot. So that's a small tactical mistake on my part. But we can clear this out at our leisure. Yeah, no need to do anything else there. Cool. So I think that we are not at war with the Greeks, but we potentially will be. So I don't know that I want to go to war with the Greeks. So perhaps we send a trade mission. And yeah, I think that would be good. And maybe, we can even send them some luxuries potentially. Would love to not to be at war with the Greeks right now. I don't know about sending luxuries to other nations, but we are not in a position to go to war at the moment. They are stronger than we are and erudite. In fact, yeah, we definitely do not want to go to war with anyone right now because we are not in a position for battle. Looks like we must have had some rebels or something back here. I don't know exactly what happened in the previous turn. Yes, so, okay. So I think key priorities here are figure out where do we have horses. So let's go. We can build horses here, right? We have horses. Great. We can just look here. We can't build horses in this city. 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 We can build horses in this city. So we definitely want to send some luxuries to this city to speed it up in getting to strong. So we'll definitely want there. So we can send 22 years to this. So this is going to be something we'll want to, we're getting some barracks, so this will be pretty good here. Yeah, we just don't have the eco at the moment for that. We'll continue surveying our cities. Can't build horses here. 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 Can't build horses here or here. And we're back to the cap. All right, so did we import horses? We did. Okay, so we've used our import horses, so this will be our second site. So we definitely want to potentially get some culture going here. We are running monotheism. Okay, which is fine, I guess. Let's take a look at these other laws: exploration, slavery, freedom. No, we need slavery. Give me more resources, please. At this point, vassalage is a huge eco boost with this many units, so let's swap over to that. It is a bit of a science hit. Tyranny. Yeah, I think we can keep running tyranny for a bit. We somehow got mono without getting mono. Okay, and yeah, we can't swap these other laws. Constitution, question mark. I think we do need military buildup right now, so okay. So then we don't have poly. Let's take a look here. We'll potentially want to, we definitely want to get that ore, which looks like we're doing, so that's good. And of course we can do stupid ore tricks like windmills all around the ore. Definitely want to get that up and running. And then over here, perhaps, yeah, we have a stronghold. We will definitely want to get an Odeon up here, and we can also get a shrine up. That's pretty good. New units with healer is good, but first we need, more culture going up here. We are a builder, so we can stack units. Let's take a look over here. We've got another. Here we're strong here. We don't have a range. We don't have the. We need to chop some stuff. Okay, well, we also need. All right, let's get some lumber mills up. That will be very powerful as well. Let's take a look here. Trying to fix our eco here. All right, we can move over here. We'll just lumber mill around here for fun. We can swap to this map pin, and then we can look over here. Where else can we lumber mill? Really want to lumber mill quite a bit. So here, and no, don't cancel the lumber mill. I just want to let go of the worker. Okay, let's see other lumber mill spots. This is a nice little trick I use for finding where to build stuff. All right, we definitely do need some lumber mills. That's another lumber mill. Some nice lumber mill spots up here by the river. You always want rivers for lumber mills if you can. Potentially can grab there. We'll think about mill placement in a second. Yeah, no lumber mills up there. Nothing great over there. Okay. And yeah, you can also do lumber mills around game, since game does buff lumber mills. So that might be an interesting choice to do. So potentially we can, cities out in the middle of nowhere, we could expand these borders. I'll probably grab these, which will let us grab some food and also potentially surround this with lumber mills. Cool. All right, looks like we should repair some stuff over here. So yeah, go ahead and repair the mine, except we still don't have any wood. This is not a river, so we can do some chopping. Now we actually do have some wood. And we can repair, mine, almost out of orders, which is a little awkward. So, these are patrons, or let's see. We need to find somewhere to build more lumber mills. This guy can move over here and heal up so we can build some lumber mills next turn. That sounds like a great idea. All right, let's take a look at this city here. What do we want to do? How is our worker count? We are at 25 workers. That is an insane amount of workers for 14 cities. So we have more than enough workers at this point. So yeah, I think, let's see. We could go Master Priest. I don't know that it really makes sense to do that. We can spin for 2 turns until we can start a barracks dude. Master Priest will get us some more training because it is a training per citizen. So yeah, but if we're going to put that into that, and we don't particularly have great growth here, so yeah, not sure about that Master Priest. Yeah, I think we just spin for 2 turns here. Okay, over here we can see fishermen. Great. Sure, we can continue balancing out food potentially. It's a rider spot, which is a little odd. You know what we need? We need ranged units. Yeah, let's see what our best training ones. This is one of our best training ones. Maybe we do get a ranged unit up and running here. I like that idea. We could use some ranged units. And I like the idea of going for bodkin. Okay, over here, yeah, we can continue to push the borders with this. I feel like we haven't done very much scouting at all. I probably also want to get a spy master at some point for Porcolis, so lots of science choices that we'd like. Probably not going to be able to do all this in our lifetime. Actually, how is our Jewish spread here? We're at 13 cities. We have 14 cities, so pretty much a spread everywhere. Let's see, what do we have city-wise? This is also a nice, cool little feature. You can scroll down here. You can see what has been built. We do have temples everywhere, but we don't have monasteries, probably because we never got monasticism. Okay, well, we should definitely get monasticism at some point. I don't know that we need doctrine either. We can definitely get monasticism, especially since we have temples and orthodoxy already, so we can probably skip that. Fisher completed. Sure, we can do another fish. I mean, ideally we would keep punching some more archers out, I think. Yeah, we definitely want more ranged units. And over here, I think we're good on workers. We're at 11 training. This is not the greatest. So, we do have strong here. So, don't particularly mind spending more money to get even more archers. We are making lots of food to turn, so it makes sense to spend some money. All right, that concludes our first turn. It only took 23 minutes, but we oriented ourselves into what's going on in the game and can continue to play as Alchris the New here and see what happens next. Another turn. Volcanic eruption near Malia. Why is the rebel probability that high? Oh, right, because they're pissed off at us. Is that what's going on? Means encourages Zoroastrianism, and our cousin has become proud. All right, Rome wants some help. These guys hit our guts. Excuse me. All right, so let's see here. All right, first event, volcanic eruption. Ugh, that's pretty gnarly there. We are warned of the sleeping market, and we got a free worker. That's kind of cool, and some legitimacy. That's great. Shall we send civics to Rome? Let's see. Where is Rome? Rome is all the way over here somewhere. How is Rome? Rome is similar and erudite. We're already trading 21. Oh, we're trading with some of these folks. Yeah, everyone's kind of pissed off at us. So Rome's kind of far away. I don't really see Rome doing anything, and I'd rather have that many civics. So let's see here. Find this event. Yeah, sorry, Rome. We were not going to do that. All right, family favors. The smell of rich meats and wine rests in the air, gently mixing with the soft bubbling of conversation between family and friends. Nearly all of the Kusaran family have gathered together at the palace. Many of the lesser members you have never even seen before. Jams is sitting at your side, a place of honor for the head of the family. He gestures for a servant to refill your wine. My king, we accidentally clicked the wrong button. Is Jams the head of the family? He is. He's the head of the Ryder family. Sitting as head family, he gestures for refilling your wine. And king apologizes for acting the work of the son. Think about the future of the family and appreciate your support. He leans in to whisper the favor in your ear. Support them, and we should enact autarky. Autarky is all the way over here, so that's going to be challenging, but this is our son, our loyal and true son. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Sounds great. Definitely no downsides there. All right, he is the governor of Hattusa. Hattusa has pretty good growth here. Actually, really good growth. So affable would potentially really skyrocket the growth. I love that idea there. Potentially, so priest would make sense here because you could actually get insane training off that priest. Like master priest into elder priest would be 8 training, base training, which is incredible. And we don't have warriors, but that doesn't matter. All right, so let's take a look over here, see what's going on over here. We can clear this out. Cool. Jams our son. Okay, this is important. Gracious, herbalist, Islander, bloodthirsty. I definitely like bloodthirsty. Yeah, we're training him to be a great warrior, a zealot leader. That'll be interesting. Impulsive, gracious, bloodthirsty. That'll be fun. All right. So this turn should hopefully go a little more quickly. We got a bunch of workers. What's going on over here? All right. Well. We need to be in borders. That's unfortunate. Can we go over here? Nope. This won't quite kill us. Should be able to be okay there. This can, I think it got attacked, right? Yeah, that's awkward. Keep healing. Look at our other military. All right, we were pulling this down here so that we can upgrade it as soon as this finishes. And in fact, we should stack on this because we can do that now. We should have done that last turn. 2 out of 7 years. So yeah, 3 workers will do it. Yep. Realize that's a change from what we did before, but okay. We can, okay, we can't deal with that right now. So we can heal this up a second here. Sara, yeah, we can potentially start a garrison out here, get some more orders going from garrisons. Heal these guys up. Not really sure why we've got those guys in the back line there. And repair this temple, that seems good. Maybe some sort of, not really sure what happened over here. Would not mind potentially, let's see, how do we want to orient this? I can put a garrison here for some more orders. That'll be good. Really wish we had taken Revelation for even more orders from all our temples, but what can you do? We can go over here and get another lumber mill up and running. Pretty good. That is a key priority right now. Lumber mill, everything else is in pretty good shape. Lumber mills are not. A little bit worried about our friends, the Greeks here. They do seem to be posturing a little bit. So clear cut this and get this quarry up and running. Where to with this settler? I think we want to settle on this tile and move it down here. We do have another settler under construction, I believe. Yes, another settler over here. That will pop out this way. Which would be great. So we can found those 2 cities and maybe go clear the Gauls in the north. Yeah, probably want to maybe make some. Well, I don't mind leaving some folks in the back line in case there's some. Oh yeah, we should check our trade network as well. I think everything's almost connected here. Little bit of road building necessary in the north, so we can get right on that. But maybe we first build a pasture and we figure out I want to connect these cities. Let's see. Good. Connect 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. All right. Well, we'll do some road building. Looks like we are traderless Hatti, which is a little sad. We have exploration, so we can use that river. Okay, let's check here. Roading and, of course, lumber mills. Why is this yield so much worse? Is the river yield? Why is it 3? Volcanic eruption. Okay. All right. We don't really care about Jewish enlightenment. Just chill that there. All right, these guys. Let's see, this worker. We're pretty good here on hill, flat. So yeah, we can potentially build a garrison here, and then potentially build a barracks here once we clear some scrub. All right, let's try to militarize everywhere if we can. Really do want some archers. Let's see. I don't know that we can afford archers everywhere. Don't have enough wood at the moment. So they're completed. Maybe we figure out our highest growth cities here. Sort by this. Oh, yeah, these guys definitely want to get a settler out there, and then another settler out here. Oh, that's really the highest growth city. Okay, and then settler out here, right? Because we're going to need at least 2 more here. I think those will be the last 2. So maybe we don't need this middle one. Oh yeah, we don't need the 9-year one. All right, so what can we do here? Well, not necessarily. We don't need any more culture. We don't have this. I think we do want training, but we are just building a garrison and haven't even started racks. Could get the priest up and running. Growth in the city is not great though. So, yeah, we can potentially sell some stone. Start an archer in here. 10,000. All right, well, these are really expensive archers, but I think it makes sense to get some ranged units up and running. All right, turn 87 coming up here. Ugh, rebels. Angry with our rule, had formed an axeman and a warrior, and Christian descent, which we should take care of. More rebels. Jams to gain some courage. All right. So first, of course, we'll take a look at these events. That's always not great. Yes, the influence mission. Which is Alcara the Zealot. Did we not influence her? Well, volcanic corruption is over. Hatti has prevailed under your leadership. We can now move forward. Sounds fine. The mission results. Influence event. So we could make her terrifying. Terrifying. You corner Duchess Alcara the Zealot in the hallway of the palace late at night. She has proven a tough woman to track down. Beads of sweat dot on her face as you pressure her into a personal alliance. Your attempt at persuasion is going badly. Perhaps you should take a different tack and relying on a terrifying presence, probably because we're cruel. To bend Alcara to your will. No, I think the conversation is salvageable. So she becomes influenced, and now we can use her to convert religion of the oligarch. Why can't we? Oh, he's already Jewish. We need to convert the rest of the family. So the way I usually like to do this is by youngest, that is the other religion. So this is the 46-year-old chancellor. So we can convert her. And then we should be able to flip it potentially in 2 years, I think. Because this is 200 points. These are 100, and then you get 50. So this will flip it to 300 points. You get 50 for the current religions. We should be able to convert that over, which will fix all our landowner issues, many of our landowner issues. there's still some more issues to fix there. All right, Judaism spreads to Samoa. The spread of Judaism has not been kindly met by the established Zoroastrian clergy of Samoa. Feeling their way of life is under threat, mobs are gathering on the streets and attacking suspected Jews. Well, Judaism is the national religion of Hatti here. As violence increases, more people are swept up in the needless fighting. And of course, Al-Kristanu himself is Jewish. More people are swept up in the needless fighting. The city elders ask you to put a stop to this chaos. We could give a speech promoting unity between different religions. We could lock down the city, or we could agree with the Zoroastrian leaders to blind eye. Well, since we're so regal, and regal is orator, diplomat, or builder, we'll give a speech. Happiness there. Cool. Doesn't seem to really solve the problems. And of course, Zoroastrian is coming from, wow, we've got the Romans, the Egyptians, the Gauls, and the Numidians are all Zoroastrian. What about the other nations? Yeah, the other nations have not adopted a religion. But yeah, Zoroastrian has spread quite a bit. Right. Developing event in Ankura. Prominent local leaders in Ankura wish to host a seasonal festival celebrating national values. What should be the festival's theme? To state all things are possible, or knowledge and science of the future. Knowledge and science of the future. Gets me some nice science boost. Great. All right, here, goods boost. I don't know that we actually need the goods boost, although 400 wood would be really welcome. We did kind of sell down a lot of other stuff. We have a high enough science rate that I think I can grab the goods boost, so let's go do that. Developing event in Kusara. Enlightened leader of Kusara experienced a significant shift in their culture of views after several years of intense debate. They propose abolishment of national slavery. Didn't we just swap this to slavery? I think we did, right? Because we want more resources. They wish to start in Kusara and make an example for all of Hatti. The decision is always rests with the court. We are going to say they do not. And that gets us some rebels. Syrian military officer and squad of soldiers march into court, causing great alarm. He reads from a crystal sealed scroll, "Your next tribute payment is due. We'll make ourselves comfortable until the matter is resolved." How will we resolve to this intimidation? Well, you know what? Screw you, Assyria. You're similar. Where even are you? Let's see. Where is Assyria? I don't even know where Assyria is. Is there a way for me to zoom to Assyria? Assyria's down here. So they kind of have a border here. So they are a neighbor. Are we currently paying tribute to Assyria? Like, I don't know that I want to send them tribute. I'm pretty sure I don't. So definitely don't want to get on a multi-front war, but I don't think we're paying tribute. Sorry, Assyria. All right, developing culture in Zalpua. Patriarch Adon-Nandi the Younger, the head of Christianity, has made it known that he'll be touring cities of the known world to spread the light of his faith. You can learn the Zalpua is on the list. How will you respond? Could allow him, Christianity is of course a Hatti religion, allow him to enter the city. We could ensure his safety. All right, I get some happiness and spreads there, and of course actually influences him as well, which helps with our Christian opinion a little bit, which is good. Speaking of which, I remember seeing Christian descent somewhere, so let's find this. The easiest way, sadly, to find this is to click through all these cities and look for where in the world. Here we have it, Christian descent. And then we can say suppress Christian descent. So there, let's check if we don't have it anywhere else. We do not. Okay, cool. So there's just one Christian descent. All right, let's see where these rebels are. That's going to be annoying. We got some rebels over here. We can move over here, hit the rebels. Great. There's some rebels over here with no military units nearby. Awkward rebels over there. Just those three? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, one over here as well. All right, well, you guys get over here. Yeah, you can get over here. Can you get over here? No, not without a forced march. I mean, we could force march, probably should force march. Let's go ahead and force march. It's not annoying. Oh, and these guys are... Upgrade these to axes. Sure. All right, it's all roted up. Could come over here and clear that. Great. We got our title, or cognomen warrior from that. Helps a lot. Let's see what's going on over here. Ooh, we don't want to die. This is really annoying. They keep attacking. Why is this? Oh, because you have steadfast. Okay, well, fine. We will go over here and deal with this rebel. You can just kill that guy. That seems reasonable. I think, sadly, we need to pull back and heal. We're not in any shape to fight these guys. We can pull back here. We'll deal with these Gauls in a second. We have cleared the Numidians. Oh yes, we need to settle our settler. We're sending our settler to settle. I like the idea of moving this way. I don't know that I want to force march right now. Do that. Yeah, that city site's not going anywhere. And this settler could actually reach over here, or could come over here. This feels like an amazing patron spot. Yeah, this is a pretty good patron spot. Can't push this way. So let's go over here and set patrons, which unfortunately ticks the landowners over to angry because they're jealous. So I do think we need to actually force march the settler over here, and then by another found the landowners, which takes them off of furious, which helps a little bit. And we can get some workers up here and some workers up here. All right, so that settles, I think, all our lands to the south. We'll definitely want to clear this next Domitian site, actually. So, yeah. We do have some more literature we can send. We really need to get a land consolidation to get some of these opinions fixed, because, dear lord. All right, Atusa, finished the settler. Yeah, we can do another settler, I think, because we just discovered that we want to grab this site as well. All right, and that ends our year. We realize we forgot to influence, so we'll make sure we do that next turn. I'll start taking some notes on the side just to aid my memory. Mutawi the Poet has tutored Duke Sisan, improving his charisma. Family gift. Assyria is now Zoroastrian as well. All right, well, we're just going to go to war with everyone, aren't we? Unexpected feelings. Chancellor Istaparia's mission to win the support of the Nasarian family has ended successfully. However, there's an unexpected outcome. Queen Dowager, our stepmother, now believes that you have some personal interest in her. Our stepmother. I don't know that we want to engage with our stepmother. She requests that you visit Nasarian estates to spend some quality time together. I'm flattered, but no thank you. Unfortunately, that makes her disappointed. Mission result, trade mission with the Greeks. We are able to create a trade network with the Greeks. The Greeks are willing to trade, but the terms are not generous because they are upset. We'll trade food for civics. I don't think any of these trades are a particularly good deal for us. The import and export business. Oligarch Telepulunu the Younger strides into your chambers late one evening, his cloak waving behind him. I've simply heard the best news. You are familiar with Kadesh? Well, the city has been growing like grass, and they're looking to expand their industries. I thought I'd clue you in and see if you wanted to invest in one of our little ventures. As he lays out the details of the various operations, you've decided to support which operation? We could add elephants on military grounds, gold, and we'll provide capital. I'd love wheat, but I like the idea on credit. Wheat? Yeah. I mean, elephants, good, but yeah. Gold potentially good, actually, because patrons. Maybe we do go for gold. Let's sell some iron down and say we can add some gold. And now we can add some gold. So there's 2 spots for gold. We could do it on this hill or this hill. Probably prefer this hill. And then we'll definitely want to do a windmill here, actually. We should be windmilling. Dear Lord, why are we not windmilling? We have hydraulics. What are we doing? So yeah, windmill. Need to remember to do that as well. Let's deal with these rebels. Rebel scum. All right. Hide in the city. Very scared. Oh dear. Come up here. You keep healing this way. Oh, actually, we can clear that out. That's even better. Better than healing. Great. Cool. Yeah. So we're going to have to deal with the north in a second here. Do have literature that we can send. We're trying to stack us. We already have some literature sent here. That's actually our only 2 horse cities, which is kind of terrible. So yeah, we can find our lowest culture city, I guess. I don't really know what to do with this last. Yeah, we can send some. Can't hurt to send some literature here. This city is going to culture up with that many pearls. Okay. All right, draw of the Forbidden Ways. The Academy tutors worriedly report that Duke Sisan has been spending time with an eccentric Kohen during his Jewish studies. This holy man has been teaching Sisan from the esoteric and unorthodox texts that describe rituals and practices banned by Jewish leaders. The tutors are worried that this interest in the arcane will lead the young charge down a path of forbidden knowledge. What will you do? So this triggers because he's a student and we have state religion Judaism. We could indulge his interests and allow the Judaism to continue, or have the Kohen killed. I don't even see a Kohen. I guess it's a Kohen that's not on the list. Killed to guide him away. Well, we're not going to kill a Kohen. So, yeah. Seasand has become a magic practitioner. So very good for him. Mesidi, the chariots led by Patriarch Adad Nirani the Younger have proved their military skill and above all their unconditional loyalty to your person. We know what's important here. You have taken to relying them as bodyguards, and leading them is great honor, which Patriarch Adad Nirani clearly enjoys. He suggests that their excellence might be further encouraged if you give them the honor of an official name. Yes, and their leader will be named as well. So they became renamed the Masadi, and he named us Gal Masadi, granted the title. We granted him the title Gal Masadi the Younger. Cool. So, making friends with the patriarch wherever he is. Where'd you go, patriarch, bro? You're the general. Gal Masadi. Yeah, here we are. Gal Masadi Adid Narani. Okay. Yes, he's also the head of Christianity. Okay. So cool. We fixed our Christian opinion. We definitely will want to influence these guys. Probably send another batch of family gifts, maybe selling some of our stone. Family gifts sounds good. Cool. Zoroastrianism is a big problem here for us. All right. We need to clear this with something. Let's see, is there anything in the range? That's all cleared south. We could, I think we are going to have, we do have Citadel ready to upgrade. All right, well, that's unfortunate. Strike is always good to grab. So we'll use a turn to upgrade there. So next turn, upgrade. We should also tutor. Can sell a little bit more stone. And then we're going to tutor sea sand again. Stefali again. That's our reminder. Cool. All right, we have another settler ready to go, but nowhere to go with it. So this one could potentially come over here. Can we reach this far? Yes, we can. So we should probably clear this out. Let's take a look what's over here. Some pretty rough terrain here. Probably going to be good to heal up a little bit here. We can go steadfast for some extra damages. Yeah, definitely want to clear this out. Strike seems fine. Cut the trees and heal up. Cut the trees. I don't know that we're going to be able to clear this out. Yeah. Definitely want to improve this fish, I think. This fish will border pop if we improve the fish. Get the fisher up. That'd be good. Greek friends are scaring me a little bit over there. Dealing with the north here. Need to solve something for this. Deal with that rebel with a militia that's just going to get crushed. Right? He's going to do lots more damage to that militia than us. Let's take a look. Heal up some of these workers. All right, and then we have another worker to heal up over here. Yeah, I'd rather have it healed up a little bit. We can go repairing. In Kua, we've suppressed Christian dissent. Love to see that. We really don't have the wood economy for the archers that I want. Really can't hurt to get some onagers up, though. Apprentice priest completed, also an interesting choice. We definitely want to get a garrison up and running because we need orders. All right, this one also should heal up. This one probably can move over here and heal up. Okay, and then we can move one tile over, buy an order, because I don't want to forget to start the lumber mill. We'll keep getting lumber mills up and running. Yeah. Definitely need to remember to put mills up, and we are influencing. Over here, yeah, we could. This is not a landowner site. It's for some reason we could get a settler going here, because I think we're going to need one for these two, and then another settler, 2 more settlers for here. Yeah, we'll want to clear that out next. Over here, we can probably get this fisher specialist. We're very order constrained at the moment. It's a landowner, so very nice, easy way to get those rural specialists up. Take a look here on turn 89. Goods boost is discovered. Convert religion has led to an event. Self-assured. Jams exerts an aura of confidence. He has gained 1 charisma. We're severely ill, so this might be a very close rain. Short rain. All right. Well, we did want to convert, so let's take a look who else we want to convert. We want to convert this. No, we want to convert. Always prioritize the folks that are the religion you don't want. So I think if we convert the chancellor, that will also help. And it's important that she's we want to convert the chancellor, who is this character here. Convert religion. She the head of? Yeah, she's the head of paganism, so I guess we're not converting her. Okay, that's why we can't convert her. We can convert this governor. And he's not the head of... This would be Karl the Zealot. We'll convert him. Good, that's what we want. Excellent. All right, monotheism will help enormously with our order situation, because we have huge spread and we don't have monotheism. So I think we pick monotheism here. I think so. And also, yeah, we will get lots of monasteries up, which will get us some science. Diplomatic mission. Dignitaries from Greece are passing through the region on a diplomatic mission. Governor Confucius, the scholar, wishes to host them at the palace. It's no secret that tensions are high with the Greeks, but perhaps a royal visit will help cooler heads prevail. Right. Sure. Yeah, we can be friends with Greece. Welcome their ambassador, 40 opinion, which helps a little bit, but dear God, the Assyrians hate our guts. Sisanda's travels. Wanderings far and wide have brought Duchess Sisanda to Assyrian territory, not far from the city of Gaza. Chance to resupply would be welcome, but the city carries its own danger. She's exploring. Sure, we can enter Gaza. I'm sure there's nothing that's going to go wrong. Duchess Sisanda's reports on Gaza have a breathless tone, the great wealth, the exotic delights, and of course the scant defenses. She is truly convinced that a lightning strike could pry the city from the grasp of Assyria. And here's Gaza over here. Yeah, we could potentially go right in here. Assyria is really pissed at us, so that'll be interesting. I don't know that I want to, we're not going to, start that ambition. Unexpected revelation. Duchess Alcar the Zealot rushes into your chambers, barely containing her excitement. Pacing back and forth, the frantic Duchess trips over her words. She explains that the newly converted Queen Dowager, Tanu Hepa, has a revelation from God while traveling back to the capital. The implications of this new theology of redemption could shape the very understanding of Judaism. Sure, it's a tier 3 theology. We don't have one. Increases harbor and hamlet output, and with cathedrals, increases your mine, quarry, and lumber mill output. The other theology option, I think, theologies are usually 600 civics and consume a disciple. So the other tier 3 one is enlightenment, which gives you 3 happiness per monk. So generally you will want monks everywhere you can, but redemption isn't bad because it does increase hamlet. I don't know. I think I would rather have enlightenment, so we're going to say no. All right, so cool. All right, we still haven't fixed this opinion. Hopefully that family will convert here shortly. I think we do want to go into this area. This terrain is terrible. Clear here. Clear here. Now we have a route here. But no way of actually getting into that. Unfortunate. We can come through here, can we? We cannot. Okay. Gonna have to deal. Go in here. Go here. Go here, go here, go here. Move this over here. While we're at it, we can cut some trees. Get some more wood for the wood gods. Goods boost is also helping quite a bit. Over here, we've completed an archer. We can potentially start another archer. And I want to potentially clear this out. We can, none of these is particularly good. We can just hit that. That clears that. We're at the drill master. Excellent. We're going to come in here and heal up. Heal up. Heal up, heal up, heal up. Cool. Over here, we do have 3-man chariot now available for us. We want to upgrade this to a 3-man chariot. Potentially move this over here as well and upgrade 3-man chariot. So we've got our 3-man chariots online. Love to see. Okay, and 16 orders to go here. Okay, so we're clearing this out. We'll settle this city. I think next order of business is clearing that out. Problems are Greeks could attack. We'll definitely want to figure some of this out. Okay, so here I think we want to start a barracks, and yeah, we can do another barracks over here. That seems reasonable. Over here, we could even start a range. Here, all this will give orders from proximity. Don't really have a great place to. We can do is we can start a shrine here, and we'll start a garrison here. We'll do a barracks here, and we'll do barracks here, something at least. Here we definitely want to start this mine, and we'll start this windmill, and then we'll buy orders because we're impatient, and start another mine, or sorry, another windmill, which would be great. So this will become a very nice high production city. We are 16 years away from developing. Can we speed it up in any way? We probably do want to just straight up buy a poet. We can do for 360 gold. Also just hard build the poet. Realistically, though, we should probably hard build the officer. We really need to get more development up into the city. Yeah, we'll want that training up and running. All right, well, that ends the year. We'll deal with more problems next year. All right, turn 90. Rebels. Formed an archer and a slinger. We're doomed. So this is a very short session here. Prince Jams the Gracious will take over. In your efforts to woo oligarch Labarnos, though Luzna, you've never seen a man so enamored with love in all its forms, going out each day with an eye for love. You can't help but there might be something to his lifestyle, the ability to see love in people and follow happily ever after. Adopting this new way of love would give certain benefits, such as understanding more like and put him into debt. Sure, we can find true love. That at least fixes that. Unfortunately, we are doomed, which is not great, but at least so we've just played a couple turns here. The aspirations of oligarch Tilpu the Younger. He's become power hungry. Yeah, we could say they call him the Viper. He becomes intelligent, corrupt. Now he's known as the Viper. All right, so this potentially could be our last turn here in this succession game. That's kind of the fun of succession games. You never know what you're going to get. Let's figure out what we want to do here first. We will definitely want to clear that. And now, more important, I think, to... Yeah, we're not going to be able to... Maybe we should have actually... All right, well... Let's fall back and heal here. 5/5. This is why we want ranged units. All right, well, currently this ranged unit is dealing with this rebel. Cleaning up our rebels. Heal here. We did not accomplish anything we set out to do in our short reign here. Just 5 or 6 years here. What do we do with this situation here? We can't get through here. I do think we actually pull back and cut trees and heal here. And hit that and route through that. See what's over here. We got more Numidians. Lovely. Hit that. Can get into that. So yeah, more Numidians here. Dash, we completed that trapper. So we can now convert this to a windmill and then get this mine up here. And we'll definitely want to get a lumber mill up and running there. Manassas has been 2 years, which will help quite a bit. Get some more lumber mills up. We can potentially get a water mill here, which will help a little bit as well. Let's take a look. More rebels over here. Conveniently, we have some units in tow here. Can help clear this. Rebels over here. We don't so conveniently have units, but pull these up here. There. And sure, we can clear that. It's the remaining dude there. Yeah, so that is a short reign as Algar is the drill master, and we'll be handing this off to Jams, who will play part 4, and hopefully we'll have a longer reign, and perhaps we'll record his turn as well, so we can see how this continues. We can heal up here. All our workers are healed. Greeks are threatening on our borders. We are getting some more lumber mills up there. We could potentially get a... Yeah, I'm not really sure here. We could go here. Yeah, it's a hill. We can start a windmill there. And then we can buy and order. Start another lumber mill here, which will help a little bit. And then over here we finish the trapper, which is good. We can potentially get another trapper going. Particularly need another trapper though, so perhaps we just do a very slow onager here, which potentially can help clear our friends the Gauls. Right, and let's see if we survive a year, and if not, that will hand over our turn. Do we live? Looks like we do. Hang on, perhaps. We hung on for one more turn as doomed, so we get another turn here where we can do stuff. So, all right, well, let's always take a look at events first. A band of Jewish pilgrims for Egypt is traveling to the holy city of Ugarit. All right, where is Ugarit? Holy city of Ugarit. Good. Holy city of Ugarit. Ugarit. Over here, it is indeed where we founded Judaism. Interestingly, also where we founded Hittite paganism. So it's interesting. Wonder how that happened. Go back to the event. Our scouts report that the pilgrims are numerous. Some of them are entire families hoping to have their newborns blessed in Ugarit. The arrival of so many people at once is causing great concern at Ugarit and will surely cause difficulties unless we step in. Could divert extra supplies. Could have soldiers maintain public order. We could say it's not a big one. Yeah, these are Jewish pilgrims. They're folks of the faith. So yeah, let's divert supplies and get good opinion with our friends, the Egyptians. Letter from Duke Seasand describing his classes. Hours spent learning, stimulating debates about peers and tutors, with the nights spent exploring the heavens. At the end of the letter, Postscript reads, if you can spare the money, and I would like to buy some tools for more advanced aspects of my studies. Absolutely. We would love to do that. Kind of tempted, actually, to designate CSAN the heir, but I think we're not going to mess with succession. So yeah, how much money do you need? Dear Lord. Okay, that's a lot of money, but you've become educated, so that's pretty good. We should also probably tutor you. Wrong mortality again. So that's our last tutor, right? That was our last reminder for tutor. Death of the Chancellor. Ooh, I did not mean to drag that on. Okay, death of the Chancellor. So we should, our ambassador, foreign opinion, tribe opinion, religion opinion. I think I would rather have the religion opinion at this point. And we need this Chancellor, 19-year-old judge, which will help with our friends. These guys. Ugh, still have not been able to fix this. Is there really no, they're all, well, we want to convert her. Why? Can't convert until someone's 18. So, okay. So I think we can, yeah, we should be able to clear this out here. Perfect. All right, our troops discover a series of burial mounds outside the conquered Dominican camp. The contents are lavish, richly ornamented. Many of the ranks wish to loot the ancient site, but some worry that some action will bring about dark omens. Give me looting money. We don't believe in omens. Yeah. We definitely want to settle on one of these two tiles. I think we're going to force march here. And we can settle as landowners, because this doesn't seem like much of anything of a city. Hatti sprawls. We found the Egyptians. We found some Assyrians over there. All right, let's go back to that event. Hittite soldiers, cities grow ever larger, and new settlements stretch the edges of the known world. Such are Alargaktelud the Viper's flowery words. He makes impassioned requests to bring his talents. So he is intelligent, naturalist, slothful, corrupt, power-hungry Grand Vizier. I don't think I want to sack my successor with a Grand Vizier, but intelligent Grand Vizier would be so much science. How many cities do we have without governors? Many, many, many cities without governors. Clear that. Get the Valiant, which is always great. Okay. And then Chariot. Probably want, this is flat, right? Yeah, this terrain kind of sucks. Oh yeah, we wanted to grab this ore. I see. Yeah, we can grab the ore, I guess. The range as well. Mine. Mill over here. Okay. They know why we have landowner. Why we have landowner dues down here. We can stack that, I guess, for a turn. Should actually move it over here. Start a range. Totally inefficient. While studying various Jewish practices, Governor Tuhala the Builder, with the help of the cohort of Cunningham sent by Duchess Lakara the Zealot, Tuhaya had the help. Tuhaya says that one in particular helped with my finer points and boasted impressive understanding stately as well as religious matters. It may be possible to convert Duchess Lakara the Zealot to part with the talented Kohan for a price. Yeah, we wouldn't mind having a great Kohan come along. Great, we now have a court scholar, which we love to see. Look at all these courtiers, which will help quite a bit. Well, I found it. Oh yeah, we're not going to do Grand Vizier. We're dead, so what's it going to do? Stab us? We're already dead. We're soon doomed. One finds all sorts of companions upon the road. Duchess Sisanda has been traveling with a holy man who calls himself an elect and speaks of the incomprehensible majesty of God. Sisanda's messages seem to be more and more frequently of this Manichaeism. Oligarch Laburnus of Lusa, a stalwart Jew, is aghast that a member of the royal family might be falling under the influence of a foreign, undoubtedly immoral religion. He begs you to bring Duchess Sisanda home before it's too late. Recall and stop any thoughts. Invite her back to continue to spread these intriguing ideas. How nice that she made a new friend. She kind of hates our guts. Disappointed. I think I think we come back. She becomes exploring home. We gain some discipline, which doesn't matter at this point. All right, so we have founded this city, which is great. We can clear this. Horsebane is going to be handy around here. Move here. We do stupid tricks like this. Clear that. Yep. Okay. So we cleared this city. We can get a worker very quickly, thanks to being a builder. All right. So we have continued to explore a little bit here. We did not clear these out as we had hoped, but we've done some great work. We'll probably want to repair these goats. And repair this as well. For our Jewish disciple here. We are building this garrison here. We can build barracks up here. We can keep healing this. We can actually start the lighthouse, which would be pretty nice with all the nets that we have. I think this will actually help finish some of this. Start lighthouse over there. We can start a lumber mill. Start nets. And I think we do want to expand these borders, so we'll do that just as a reminder to ourselves or to our future ruler. And we can start this. I think we probably just do a Jewish disciple here, actually be good. So we want to get some monasteries up. We can potentially stack Jewish monastery here. And then, of course, Grove. Grove. Right. And then we are one order left. Just heal this up for our friends north. I think we'll leave a decent empire in hands. Your settler completed. Print out some Jewish disciples. Completed the worker. We can do another one. Yeah, 2 orders here. And start a garrison. No, it's actually not my lord. Wait, we want to. We're just really start a garrison here. Urban flat, so we can do barracks, barracks, range is what we were thinking. Nets. Yeah, we definitely want to mark our nets for our friends. Net. That'll be grayed out because we already have a net there. That's great. Already have a net there. Maybe that's there. That's there. Can't grab that. Right. That's all our nets. Started the world's slowest lighthouse. I think lighthouse is worth grabbing here. Heliopolis and Colosseum are out of reach. We don't have anything near legendary. Ishtar is also a possibility. But yeah. So we got some nets going here, which will help quite a lot with lighthouse. Yeah, so I think that pretty much ends our turn here. What we build here, built a fisher. We can definitely get these stonecutter up and running. And over here, built a settler. And I think we want to get a Jewish disciple ready so that we can build lots and lots and lots of monasteries next turn. Like she is not converting someone here. Right, she's 16, so she can't convert. This family should flip. We can buy 2 more orders. Sell down a little bit of iron. We need to get down to 400. And some family gifts will help quite a bit as well. And that family should flip. So let's see if we survive this turn. I severely doubt it. This will end our succession game. We're going to hang on at doomed. Let's see here. Wow. No, we are very much not hanging on at doomed. So, all right, Jams the new game is yours, my friend. Succession game 3 is in your capable hands. And that will end this Succession game. Let me know in the comments how you like this. Is this role-playing interesting format? If so, we can explore doing more games like this with some of the other content creators. Could be pretty fun here. Yeah, definitely have a landowner problem here, but should get fixed as soon as they convert. And hopefully they will convert soon. Yeah, so... Oh, we got some off-map raids over here. So fortunately we have not many units up there. So unfortunately, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna stop here and let me know how you enjoyed the Succession game. We just basically played 5 or 6 or 7 late game turns in a game that we were not familiar with. So we kind of got to see how we oriented ourselves and had some fun reading events out loud, as well as settling a bunch more cities. We can see what we have accomplished since the reign of King Alcurus, 85. So just 7 years here. We adopted slavery, we adopted vassalage, we dealt with a volcanic eruption, we took a silly ambition for autarky, we founded a city, we founded another city, we founded a third city, and we discovered monasticism and started the lighthouse, as well as hydraulics. So, excellent. We'll leave our next tech choice to Jams. And with that, have a great time and enjoy your time in Old World.